In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on January 13, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Kent State versus Ohio U. Kent State will try to extend its 7-game winning streak when it travels to Ohio for a Mid-American Conference game on Friday night. The Golden Flashes have only lost 3 games this season, with 2 of those losses coming against national powerhouses Gonzaga and Houston. Ohio bounced back from a 2-game losing streak with a 76-71 win against Ball State on Tuesday. Kent State is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 Friday games and 22-7-1 against the spread in their last 30 games. The under is 6-1 in Kent State's last 7 games. Ohio is 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 home games and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 Friday games. The over is 35-17-1 in Ohio's last 53 home games. The home team is 5-2 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 7 head-to-head meetings. I am a huge fan of this Kent State team, which might be the most underrated mid-major team in the country. The Golden Flashes have covered the spread at a ridiculous 11-3 clip in their last 14 games, and they are riding a 7-game winning streak coming into this matchup. I love them in this type of game as well because they are one of the most experienced teams in the country. They do not rely on hot shooting to win games, so their strong defense makes them a quality team to back on the road. Ohio does not have enough size to take advantage of Kent State's primary weakness, which makes the Golden Flashes a strong pick as small favorites on Friday night. So the Kent State Golden Flashes to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This game will be played at a fairly fast pace. Kent State has been relying on its defense to win games this season, ranked 9th nationally in defensive turnover rate, and is number 28 in adjusted defensive efficiency. Those numbers put them ahead of many power conference teams, which is why they have been dominant against Mid-American Conference opponents. Ohio has not been shooting well from close range, while Kent State has poor shooting numbers overall. The Golden Flashes tend to rely on their defense even more when they are on the road, cashing the under in 7 consecutive road games. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Villanova versus Butler. 2 teams surprised to find themselves in the bottom of the Big East standings square off on Friday when the Villanova Wildcats travel to take on the Butler Bulldogs. Villanova is coming off a 75-65 road loss at DePaul, losing outright as 6.5-point favorites. Butler is also off a road loss, going down against St. John's 77-61, missing the cover as 3-point dogs. The teams met twice last season, with Villanova winning by 40 at home and 29 on the road. Villanova is 12-5-1 against the spread in their last 18 Friday games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following an against the spread loss. The under is 5-2 in Villanova's last 7 games. Butler is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 Friday games and 1-5-1 against the spread in their last 7 games. The under is 6-1 in Butler's last 7 games. The home team is 5-1 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 7 head-to-head meetings. Villanova has the more talented roster and will pick up a tough conference win on the road in this one. Cam Whitmore missed 7 games in the beginning of the season and is starting to show his true potential. He is finally being trusted to play the whole game. His last 2 games were his only 2 games playing over 30 minutes. In the matchup with number 18 Xavier, he went off for 26 points. Expect Whitmore to play a huge role in this one. The recent matchups with St. John's is another sign supporting Nova. Villanova beat St. John's by 15, whereas Butler lost to them by 16. Villanova's top duo of Daniels and Dixon both average over 16 points per game and will give the Wildcats a sense of stability on the road. Villanova comes into this game after losing 4 of their last 5 games, while Butler has lost 2 games in a row, but will be at home for this matchup. Villanova has been a disappointment so far this season and is coming off of a road loss against DePaul. Butler hasn't been any better and has lost their last 2 games by a combined 41 points. Butler does not have the scoring power to stay ahead of Villanova, so the Villanova Wildcats to cover the spread is our full game side pick. Villanova plays at the 331st fastest tempo in the nation, making them one of the slowest offenses this season. Nova looks to slow it down and run their structured sets to find buckets. They score efficiently, but it is still leading to lower totals as they are getting less possessions per game as most teams. Butler plays faster, but not by much, ranking 217th in tempo. Even if they play faster, Butler scores less efficiently than Villanova does. This isn't the same Villanova team as we've seen in past seasons, and not in a good way as the Wildcats are struggling to find consistent offense. On the other side, Butler has a nice record, but they've struggled to score themselves more often than not, and I just don't see this as a high-scoring game. Neither team is scoring very well right now or pushing the tempo. I could easily see a first to 65 or 66 points wins this game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. VCU versus Dayton. The best two teams in the Atlantic 10 meet Friday as the Dayton Flyers host the Virginia Commonwealth Rams. Dayton is 12-5 on the season and 4-0 in the A10, while VCU is also 12-5 and 3-1 in the conference. These two foes split 2 games last season, but this is their first matchup of 2022 to 2023. VCU is 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 road games and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a winning percentage above .600. While the over is 4-0 in their last 4 games overall. Dayton is 7-0 against the spread in their last 7 games overall and 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games against a team with a winning percentage above .600, while the over is 11-3 in their last 14 games against a team with a winning record. These are probably going to be the 2 best teams in the Atlantic 10 when the year comes to a close, but right now, this is a great test for both teams. Both of these teams are very similar in that they win with defense, but VCU plays at a much faster pace while Dayton has a size and rebounding advantage. I will favor the home team, which is 9-0 at home, in being able to control the tempo and assert their will inside. Dayton beat a common opponent, Duquesne at home, 69-57, while VCU lost at Duquesne 79-70, so they get the edge there too. So the Dayton Flyers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. VCU has been pounding the over lately with their last 4 contests, and 5 of their last 6 going over the total. They play a run-and-gun style with the 78th fastest tempo in the country, and they like to shoot the 3. Dayton, on the other hand, relies on their big man, Holmes, and they play at a much slower pace, ranking number 339 in tempo. They have hit the under in 3 of their last 4 games. They are also one of the best defensive teams in the country and hold opponents to about 58 points per game. The Flyers get a lift from the home crowd as they are unbeaten at home, and they will control the tempo and keep this game below the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.